purposes only. Most women visiting the channel did so to satisfy their sexual fantasies. Ashley certainly did. Without it, she would have gone crazy after all the trauma and drang in her life. Her parents had been drowned in a boating accident when she was 14. She and her brother made their home after that with grandfather Kimbrough at Kimbrough Hall. Their maternal grandparents were deceased, and there were no other relatives. Her brother had graduated from West Point, and as a second lieutenant been killed in Desert Storm at the age of 23. Ashley was in her freshman year of college that year. She hadn't wanted to go to college because she had an idea to open a specialty shop in Egret Point. But Edward Kimbrough had insisted, promising to back her venture when she graduated. With that incentive dangling before her like a golden carrot, Ashley managed to graduate in 3 years' time with a degree in business. It had meant no dating, no vacations, no life. But she had done it, and true to his word, her grandfather had financed the elegant lingerie shop that Ashley named Lacy Nothings. He hadn't thought much of the idea, he told her candidly, but Ashley knew her market. Egret Point was no longer a dull, small town. When grandfather had built Ansley at Egret Point, his first upscale development, everything had changed. The village, while maintaining its small-town charm, had become more sophisticated. Lacy Nothings had been a big hit, and a welcome addition to local shopping. And as its reputation spread, women from nearby towns came to the Egret Point store to purchase the alluring undergarments and night garments that the shop sold. Many were original designs, many were handmade, and everything was of the absolute best quality. And then she had done her first catalog, and the orders began pouring in from all over the United States and Canada. "Who would have thunk women would pay so much money for so little?" her grandfather had said, surprised, but actually pleased that Ashley had spotted both a trend and a need, and locked onto it. He hadn't always agreed with her, for Edward Kimbrough was a conservative man, but he had been Ashley's biggest booster. And now Ashley was in the process of opening 2 new stores. One in an upmarket neighborhood in the city, and another in a similarly good location in a wealthy suburb. But everything was being threatened by this stupid clause in her grandfather's will. Ashley Cordelia Kimbrough had to marry by the time she was 35, or she would lose everything. Her home, the millions of dollars her grandfather had left her, and her investments, including Lacy Nothings, because her stores were originally a part of Edward Livingston Kimbrough's investments, and the monies she was using to open the new stores were part of the estate. They were hers to use only until she was 35. If at that point she didn't have a husband, then Ashley would lose it all to SSEXL, the Society Seeking Extraterrestrial Life. Not that her grandfather had believed in life on other planets. No, he had done it to please his stupid girlfriend, who couldn't be satisfied that she would get $1 million on Edward's death. So he had added the clause to please Lila. He had certainly never expected that his granddaughter would strike out 3 times trying to get a man to the altar. A gay fiancé, a sex addict fiancé, and a con man. "My luck with men just sucks," Ashley said gloomily. "What the hell am I gonna do, guys, if we can't break the will? Can we prove that Lila took advantage of him? Used her wills to cajole him into the clause so her cuckoo organization would profit?" "Not a chance," Rick replied. "Edward was not senile or delusional at all. He was in full charge of himself when he added that clause, Ash. I'm sorry. There is no way around this. You'll have to get married in the next 18 months, or you'll lose it all." Tiffany Pietro D'Angelo, Joe's wife, had been sitting in on the meeting. She had become his legal assistant a few years ago, when their children had left for college. "The trouble with lawyers," Tiffany said softly, "is that you don't think outside the box." "You have a suggestion?" Ashley asked hopefully. Tiffany nodded. "What about an old-fashioned arranged marriage?" "An arranged marriage? What's that?" Ashley wanted to know. "You're crazy," Joe said to his wife. "No, I'm not," Tiffany replied. "What, you think in the 21st century things like arranged marriages no longer exist? Well, they do, and that would seem to be Ashley's only way out. Are you seriously proposing she turn up her toes and let SSEXL have everything? Let Lila Peabody, the old bitch, get it all? No way." "Somebody please tell me exactly what an arranged marriage is," Ashley said. "It's an old-fashioned way of matching people up by religion, economic background, ethnic similarities, that kind of thing," Joe said. "It's a